What's going on, guys? Welcome and welcome back to Dan Reacts. I'm Dan. This is my reaction channel. I am joined with the one and only Addie. How's it going?
It's good.
What?
I miss the names.
The one and only is still a name.
I know.
Because you are the one and only.
I guess so.
The one and only Addie Cahill. We are here.
There's only one.
For Game of Thrones, Season 5, Episode 5. Very excited.
Yeah.
This season's been very eventful, as they always are. A lot of things have been happening. Pieces have been moved. Cersei's playing. Tyrion's playing. Actually, Tyrion's not really playing at all.
Tyrion's
right now. Although his confrontation with Jorah was funny. It was interesting to see him instantly.
Tyrion's the best at being in the most fucked up situation and just making a joke of it.
Yeah.
He just has fun with it.
And the fact that he was able to just verbatim basically call out everything that's been going on.
Here's what I think you're doing. And it's just spot on.
Couldn't be more
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff going on. I'm really interested. I feel like with season 5, I remember being very interested with the Marjorie, King's Landing situation. Because I'm dang, this is the first. I feel like Cersei and Marjorie have been exchanging threats and glares and all this for seasons. But this is the first shot really
where they're actually
taken.
Cersei went after her brother. Was that calculated on Cersei's part? I mean, she obviously knew that was probably going to happen, but is that why she did it? It's not, right?
Yeah, because the meeting with him, she's like, what if there was a sinner in our very midst? And that's exactly who she's talking about.
So she did all that just to capture Loras. It's so petty.
Cersei,
I guess it's one way to make sure she doesn't have to marry him.
You're not also a moral person in the bedroom.
First of all, there is a sinner in your midst. You're sitting at this table speaking.
I think Loras fucking men and you fucking your brother in your son's tomb.
I think you fucking your brother is incomparably worse.
Yeah.
He's just gay.
Yeah.
He's fucking people who are consenting and not related to him.
Right.
So, I think
and
it's
a lot
fine.
of people do that.
Yeah.
As opposed to...
There's plenty of gay people in King's Landing, as we've seen.
As opposed to incestuous relationships.
Yeah. You nasty bitch. Yeah, it's just very extra to do all of that. She started this whole army that's wreaking havoc on the city. Means that now she's shown support for them. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna show support for her when she needs it.
Right.
And they're clearly an army that thinks they were sent by God, that thinks they are doing something righteous. So there is no way that they could be wrong. So now she's got this super strong and mentally very driven army that she can use for whatever she wants, just in controlling the city. So, I mean, I get it, but...
Yeah, and I also think a lot of it, maybe potentially is coming from the place of, she had this brother who whored and drank and did all these things. She's hunting him by giving them this power, maybe trying to find him in some type of way. Maybe they'll find Tyrion. Maybe they'll be able to locate him because he's somebody that spends his times in brothels and all this type of stuff. And she's been trying to find him, so...
it's everyone. There is no person in this show that would not be prosecuted by this faith militant army.
Greyworm.
Yeah, I guess. But, maybe, I don't know. What do they consider a sin? He kills people.
Right, yeah. But so does but the hypocrisy comes in because then so does the faith militant.
Yeah.
And it's
Right, it's so fucked. That's why churches shouldn't have armies. So if anybody was considering doing that, I would advise against it.
Watch season 5, episode 4.
I'll go on record and say I don't support that.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm very excited for this. I say let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Game of Thrones, season 5, episode 5. Oh, and Jaime and Bronn got away.
They sure did.
So that's good.
They sure did. He, surprisingly... I don't even think he knew he was doing that. I think that was just, a last, moment of, I'm gonna die, you put your arm up in defense.
Just
and then he
try
was
to stop him,
oh yeah, I have a fucking fake hand.
It caught somehow, went into the,
Boop.
Yeah.
He's alive! Oh my god. She's like, get the fuck out of here.
I'm so sorry, my queen. He was a good man.
Barristan.
Barristan the Bold.
Round up the leaders of each of Marine's great families and bring them to me.
I'm the leader of my family.
I said what I said. Oh boy. That is not where you want to be.
Give us.
I'd be like, just kill me.
I would be like, I'm not walking, so put the spear in me. But they would probably put it in your leg or something.
Yeah.
Imelux vestretan separ Javireni. In odranie dat.
That is not how you want to do it.
Don't want to overfeed them. Tomorrow, perhaps.
How about this?
Intimidating.
She's been playing by the books for too long, I think, and now it's time to let some of that Targaryen-ness come out.
I mean, she's letting it out, isn't she? They're like, barbecue. We love it. Take smoke.
Probably does not smell good.
No.
And though Daenerys maintains her grip on Slaver's Bay, forces rise against her from within and without. She sounds like quite a woman.
And she's alone. The last relation, thousands of miles away. A Targaryen, alone in the world. It's a terrible fate.
Sam is so cute. He doesn't get offended. He's just
No.
like, okay, off I go.
Yep. I know my role.
It's something I want to do, something I have to do. Half the men will hate me the moment I give the order.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
Do it.
You will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow, and let the man be born.
He has the most poignant words.
What if I unchained you? Why would you do that? Because you are not my enemy. And if we go north of the wall, gather the remaining free folk wherever they are and bring them back here. I want them to fight with me when the time comes.
Jon Snow. He is so brave.
Your people need a leader, and they need to get south of the wall before it's too late. Make peace to save your people. You come with me, or I don't go.
I have chills.
I think that's a fair, like...
That conversation was so intense, and I'm so happy.
They've slaughtered villages. They've slaughtered our brothers. And we've slaughtered theirs. I will follow you anywhere. You know that. But they killed Gren. I can't forget that. I can't forgive it. We can learn to live with the wildlings, or we can add them to the army of the dead.
Stannis is like, I like it here. It's very entertaining.
He's like, there is lots of discussion.
Lots of drama.
So much to enjoy.
Many
He's
executions.
right, though. Like, literally, like, the White Walkers, they're all just gonna turn into White Walkers
Yeah.
if you don't keep them alive.
It's not less enemies.
Yeah, it's more enemies. And more dangerous. You can't kill White Walkers as easily. They
Are fighting for their lives.
can't be out there
Yeah.
anymore. They need to be on this side of the wall.
Exactly.
I don't support the cannibalism, but...
This is her home. Maybe Lady Sansa's better off here.
Better off with the Boltons, who murdered her mother and brother.
She's like, shut the fuck up, Podrick.
Sansa's in danger even if she doesn't realise it. You lived here a long time. I need to get a message to her.
To
to Sansa Stark. I served Lady Catelyn. I serve her still. Who do you serve?
This episode, so much good dialogue.
Thank God for Brienne.
I fucking love Brienne.
Beg pardon, milady.
I've come to refill the wash basin.
You still have friends in the north. If you're ever in trouble, light a candle in the highest window of the broken tower.
Yes.
That would be a
Bitch.
very comforting thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, she must feel so alone. So to have somebody be like, just so you know, we're on your side.
You're not alone.
Like, I would be like, fuck yeah, you're on my side. It's my house.
Absolutely.
I like your dress. I'm Miranda, the kennel master's daughter.
Miranda, little weasel.
Oh, wonderful. The stitching. Who taught you?
My mother.
Okay, back up.
Stop touching me, Miranda.
I almost forgot. There's something else.
This is bad timing. Right after someone's like, we're still here for you, and then Miranda comes in. Oh my god, is it Theon?
You shouldn't be here.
Ooh. That lit a fire under her ass.
Do you have something to tell me?
She saw me.
She saw you.
Yes. I'm sorry, Master. Forgive me. I didn't think.
Come here. Get on your knees.
Please don't cut off one of his fingers or do something fucking crazy.
I forgive you.
No.
He stresses me out so bad. I literally thought he was just gonna like break a finger off or like.
My lady, we are all a family, we Northerners. May our happiness spread from Moat Cailin to the last hearth.
Sansa's like, kill me. Literally kill me.
I heard you two had been reunited. A fitting place for it. Reek has something to say to you. Don't you, Reek? Apologize for murdering her two brothers.
I'm sorry.
Look at her, Reek.
I'm sorry for killing your brothers.
There! Over and done with. You know what, my lady? Reek here is the nearest thing to living kin that you have left. You will give away the bride.
Waldo and I have some good news as well.
We're going to have a baby.
Ooh, Ramsay's not happy.
From the way she's carrying, Mr. Walken says it looks like a boy.
Sansa's like,
Haha.
you were having a good time, weren't you?
What a fucked up scene. Like, because Ramsay knows that
Ramsay's,
Theon
like,
didn't actually
having
do
the
it.
best time. Like, he's literally just like,
He's like, apologize for something we both know you didn't do.
yeah. He has no chance to be like, nope, I didn't do that. I'm not apologizing for it.
You've never asked me about your mother. She was the miller's wife. She fought me the whole time. A year later, she came to my gates with a squalling baby in her arms. I nearly had her whipped. But then I looked at you, and I saw then what I see now. You are my son.
It's kind of a fucked up way of saying I love you. Like,
They are the most fucked up family. He's like,
they
you
just
wanna
like
know about
rile
your
each
mom?
other up.
I raped her in the presence of her dead husband. Magical.
And I almost threw you in the river. But then I looked into your eyes and I saw you were mine, so I love you.
Like, not how you want to find out you were conceived. Like, sick. It was not born of love.
Ah, you're Samuel Tarly.
I am, Your Grace. I've seen it, Your Grace.
Seen what?
The army of the dead. When they come.
We have to know how to fight them. Keep reading, Samuel Tarly.
I mean, listen. Stannis is Stannis, but like, I love someone showing some respect.
Yeah, Stannis has
Sam.
always kind of been a good man. I think his worst qualities are Melisandre and his wife.
The worst quality about him is that he follows Melisandre, yeah.
Yeah, and he's
For
mean to
sure.
Davos.
Yeah. But he is a fair man, I think.
Is there going to be a battle?
My princess, you won't be anywhere
There's
near.
enough talk of battles, Sir Davos.
Oh, shut up.
Scare the child.
As if you like wanted to
You
kill
are
her.
a scary woman. Like,
You like wish she wasn't even alive. You feel bad that you gave birth to her. Like, shut up.
When the battle comes, promise you'll protect me.
I promise.
I love Davos and Shireen.
Gilly waved at her.
What is her mom so upset about? Like, you can't have friends? Why? For what?
She's a wildling.
But so what? She's the only other woman here. Like, let your daughter have friends.
Have a safe journey, Your Grace. And thank you.
Stannis is like, I'm fucking trusting you. It's a little bit full circle, isn't it? Like, Ned supported Stannis.
Mm-hmm.
And now here is Jon fighting with Stannis.
Kind of.
Sort of. But they've teamed up more than anyone else.
Yeah.
These two. I'm so happy he's alive, though.
You're still too weak.
Greyworm.
Un gringontan ni vali. Si gringontan ni edar.
Shukran contatori.
Cuddle him. Be the big spoon.
I am ashamed. Because when the knife go in and I fall to the ground, I fear I never again see Miss Sunday from the island of North.
How nice.
Dab my wetties.
Sir Barristan counselled mercy when I took this city right up to the morning he died. You know why I'm here. And you know who will suffer the most if this all falls apart. I have seen you listen to your counsellors. And I have seen you ignore your counsellors. Because there was a better choice. One that only you could see.
This episode is pulling at my heartstrings.
My queen, please do not do this.
I came here to tell you that I was wrong. I will reopen the fighting pits. To free men only. I will marry the leader of an ancient family. Thankfully, a suitor is already on his knees.
That's a quick flip. From prisoner to husband.
What about Dario?
Is he from a noble family?
No.
Well, then he doesn't count. I do love her and Dario. They'll probably still continue to have their little affair. Marriage in this world is not
Linear.
what it is today.
Long, sullen silences and an occasional punch in the face. Mormont way. This doesn't have to be an unpleasant trip.
Tyrion just wants to have a good time.
I know where we are. You're taking us through Valyria. You know what they say? The Doom still rules Valyria. Aren't you afraid of the Doom?
Clearly not. Jorah's like, first of all, I'm not afraid of anything.
Yeah, at this point.
I'm a man with nothing to lose, so.
A city of 1,000 years, and all that men had learned. The Doom consumed it all alike.
I would clap.
You can still clap. It's possible.
Drogon. He went to Valyria.
Tyrion's like,
He's like, holy fucking shit.
that's a dragon.
That's a dragon. I need to unbind Tyrion right now. That there looks like a fucking zombie to me. Oh, stone men. Oh, that's not good. No.
Tyrion. Tyrion. You're heavier than you look. I didn't touch you. You.
They did touch him.
His skin.
Oh, the stone men are all just grayscale. Man.
So that would have been the fate of
Right.
Princess Shireen.
Yeah. Jesus.
Thank you for saving me. Of course, I wouldn't have needed saving if you hadn't kidnapped me in the first place.
Tyrion. It's not the time.
I'll get some wood for a fire. Try to get some rest, huh?
Valyria.
Ooh. Did they touch him? Oh boy. This season is really like doing things to my emotions.
It's
a lot.
I told you it's a darker.
No, but it's like the ups and downs are just crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like so
One
happy
scene's good,
that I'm
one
like
scene-
crying tears of joy, and then I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
like immediately.
Jorah got touched.
He has grayscale, and he was touching Tyrion, but I guess because the grayscale didn't touch him, probably
His skin,
it's
yeah.
fine. I'm really sad about that. I don't know. I guess.
What is Jorah gonna
I mean, like
do?
it can be cured, obviously.
Princess Shireen's the only known case.
But it can be done. So like, that's a shitty fate. If that's how they like
Kill
do
Jorah.
that's messed up.
And Dany doesn't even know that like he just got grayscale and
Like trying to come back to her and
Mhm.
oh god. I will say there were more things I liked than didn't like in that episode. So
Good.
that was good. Dany and her dragons. Like I know she was like doing really like the wrong thing there, but I
with
love
the guy.
with the prisoners and
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't upset at the
I wasn't
moment.
upset. I thought she was being super
Powerful.
like powerful, and I loved watching it. But obviously, I don't like to see. I don't. The more like innocent people that she kills, the more I'm like, you have to stop. Like you
Yeah.
have to stop. This is not. It's not the way that she is. And I feel like she's like feeling backed into a corner.
Mhm.
And so she's doing these things that she knows she shouldn't do. So I didn't like that, but I did like her like flexing her dragons. I always
Yeah.
think that's like a sick
Because we haven't
thing.
seen that in a while.
Yeah, no, I love that, and people forget.
Mhm.
If people like the reason that she was able to do all of this is because that's how powerful she is.
Right.
She has dragons.
And I love Missandei kind of giving her a little advice in that
Yeah,
scene.
just being like,
I've seen you make the right decision
sometimes
before.
you know what the right decision is, and only you can see it.
Mhm.
And Dany's like,
Right, I'm always right.
cleared her head. She's like, you're right. Yeah, I
You're
know.
right, I'm always
Well,
right.
she's basically like doing that thing. Missandei is like doing that thing where it's like, you're asking your friend, like, I don't know what to do. And then sometimes, have you ever done that? And then your friend's like, you know what to do. Like, you already know. And you're like, yeah, I already know. Like, you just need someone to tell you, like, you already know what the answer is. And you know right from wrong. Do it. Yeah. John and Tormund's conversation.
Really interesting.
So I got chills. I think, like, they're two such strong, like, convicted men. And I'm like, I want you guys to work together. Because like, when you were wildlings together, you were good. Pretty great chemistry. Yeah, they were good. And I like that John refuses, even after that battle where his close friends were murdered and stuff, he, like, refuses to say they're bad guys. Like, he still sees the big picture of, like, they're good people trying to do what's best for them. If someone broke into your house and killed your whole family, yeah, you'd be like, they're a shitty person. But that's not the situation you're dealing with. You're dealing with people that are desperate. And this is their only option. And so, like, did they have to ransack whole towns? No. But also, like, what else were they going to do? Like, they have to get past the wall. Exactly. And when you think about the fact that they killed them, it's like, well, the Night's Watch also do that to them. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, you can't say they're the bad guys for killing all of us when you killed enough of them to win that battle. So to them, you're the bad guys. Right. You're the ones that won't let them over the wall. Yeah. For, like, they're like, we're humans and you won't let us through. You hate us for no reason. Like, so I get that whole kind of back and forth of, and I like that John's not taking the position of, like, the wildlings are evil and we have to kill them all. This group of people is bad, and that group of people saying this group of people is bad, when realistically, probably we're all bad. On both sides, everybody's doing bad shit, but everybody's also just trying to, like, survive, to do the best thing for them. But there is the way for everybody to have the best thing for them. And it's just, you got to drop the pride and, like, everybody's got to cooperate. But I liked their conversation. And I liked that he took him out of his chains and they have this, like, kind of mutual respect. Yeah. Sam and Gilly, I just love them. Yeah. But I also hate that they're in love because I'm like, something bad is going to happen to them. Right. It's like one of them is going to die or both of them or something. One of them's going to get the pox or... Something's going to happen. I loved Stannis showing Sam some fucking respect. Like, Sam deserves more respect because he has really come into his own. He's, like, trying to make moves the way that he can, which is not in battle. It's with his mind. Yeah, it's like Tyrion. Yeah, he's smart. That's his asset. And at the wall, obviously that's not an asset. Like, for them, that's, like, if you're a man of the Night's Watch, you're a soldier. So to have Stannis be like, keep reading. Like, I just loved that. Yeah. And it also is, like, another great moment where you see Stannis in a very, like, nice human, not so, like, he's not crazy power hungry. Yeah. He reminds me a lot of Tywin, where he's just like, it is my right to do this, and I'm gonna do it, but I'm not doing it maliciously. I'm not killing people because I enjoy killing people. Yeah. I'm doing this battle because it's what needs to be done, like, in his mind. You know what I mean? So I like when people aren't just, like, power-hungry assholes. It's very one-dimensional to be that way. Yeah. So Stannis continues to just kind of, like, be very human. Yeah. I like that about him. As opposed to his wife, who won't let Shireen have any level of happiness. Exactly. His wife is very, like, one-dimensional. She sees her daughter smile, and she's like... Yeah, she's mad about everything. She thinks that she's, like, failed from the get-go. She thinks her daughter's a failure. Her marriage is a failure. Like, she's just... Even Melisandre's like, that's the king's daughter. Literally. Like, she doesn't even seem to have any sense of self. Like, she's completely lost in... I'm whatever, just trying to do the right thing and I'm always doing the wrong thing and stuff. And it's like, well... You know, maybe if you had a better... Go have a glass of wine. Maybe you had some more confidence in yourself and you had, like, a better sense of right and wrong. Yeah. And something that you actually stand for. You wouldn't constantly be... You could learn something from your daughter. Upset with everybody. Yeah. Talk to her for 10 minutes. Why is it bad for somebody to, teach you something? It's in her mind, if someone likes her daughter, that's a bad thing. Like, what? I don't... It's just, like... Get your mind right. Missandei and Greyworm. I didn't quite cry, but, like, I had to dab. Like, it was, the tears were there. When he says, like,
I don't fear death. I fear never
like not
seeing
seeing you again.
her like full name, Missandei from the island of Noth. It's like,
oh
wow.
my God. It's like, it's a connection that is so strong.
Yeah.
Because it's not built on like physical attraction or anything. They just like
connect. Feel it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it.
Greyworm survived. R.I.P. Sir Barristan. He's actually died.
Out, but their love just kills me and it makes me so happy. So
they're gonna die soon.
So R.I.P. Missandei and Greyworm. Hated Sansa seeing Theon.
Well, not even just Sansa seeing Theon. That entire 15-minute
when I wrote Sansa seeing Theon, that was when she saw him in the kennels. That's what I wrote that about. But that too, same thing. Like
the dinner.
It's all just so fucked up, and it's like if
it's all just a game to Ramsay.
If people could just say what was really going on, so much of this whole show wouldn't even happen. You know what I mean? Like, so much of it is people getting pieces of information or someone not being able to say what they want to say or what the truth is, or like all these little side conversations where it's like, no, let's just all get in a room and talk about what happened.
I don't even think Sansa wants the information, to be quite honest. Like, she's just like, can you not bring him around me at all? And Ramsay's like, no, actually get closer.
No, 100%.
Like, this is making me feel really good. But I'm also
like, for Ramsay, I'm like, he's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
And so it makes me upset to see him torturing Sansa, but this narrative he's spinning isn't even true.
Yeah.
So it's like...
And his father and the wife are even looking at him like...
What are you doing?
Yeah, like, you're a little crazy.
You're a fucking psycho.
Yeah, like...
And he's psycho in a way that's scary because he's not dumb. He's
not Joffrey. Yeah.
He's not Joffrey where he's just physically aggressive and he just wants to do bad things. Like, he thinks things out and comes up with plans, and he does a whole production and performance, and it's psychological with him. Where Joffrey, not that one is better than the other, but Joffrey was more, I want to physically hurt someone. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't worried about like he wasn't smart enough to do that. And Ramsay's like Joffrey on steroids because he's smart enough to cause this trauma thing.
Ramsay's just like, no, this isn't, I'm not upset. I'm just going to do this.
I'm enjoying this.
Is just
like,
fun.
It's like, yeah.
And I think it's worse when he like makes Theon like get on his knees, builds up this tension, the scene's going on. And then he's
like, I forgive you.
That's almost worse. Like, that's so psychological.
It's so psychological where Theon's ready at any point for the torture to resume.
Yeah.
And he keeps that right on the edge. Like, Ramsay always keeps that right there. Like, it's possible. I could do it. But I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But I could. You know what I mean? It's the threat is scarier than the act.
Mm-hmm. And Alf, the actor who plays Theon, he's like, again, he's just so good at playing the role.
Yeah.
Like, I look at Theon and it's like, it doesn't look like someone pretending to be a slave.
No,
it looks like an actual battered,
terrified,
dog,
100% of the time.
Human being. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get a hold of himself. Can't get a grip. No longer. He doesn't even feel human anymore. Like,
we need justice for him, because can you imagine being the actor? Like, every character has bad moments in this show.
He's all
but they
bad
also
moments.
get to like experience some level of like
there's
empowerment.
An arc, and there's like development.
Like, going to work for him must just be like the most.
For 2 whole seasons now has just been him being like shaking in his boots.
Well, now 3.
Right.
Now this is the 3rd.
Yeah.
Like, you go to work every day and just are covered in dirt and are just playing this character
this
who
horrible,
is broken.
like scared, traumatized person.
When you really think about it, no other actor has had to like really do that.
No, absolutely not.
Like, at all.
Yeah. And then obviously Jorah having grayscale, we talked about that. I'm sad about that.
It's kind of crazy to see what it turns into. Mm-hmm. Like, we heard Gilly give her description, but
it's literally like zombies. It's like their version of zombies.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You have like the
like, you have a certain amount of time before you're gonna develop into this like monster. I didn't write under like or don't like, but Ramsay and Roos's conversation
about the baby.
Yeah. I just jotted that down. It was impactful, but I couldn't say if I liked it or didn't like it.
It was just, again, a really interesting way of saying I love you.
Because I'm not, like, happy for Ramsay. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, it's not something that I like. But it was interesting to just see his dad be like, listen, like,
You're my son.
chill out
Yeah.
about being stressed out about me having another baby. Like, you're my son. And we're doing this, but I'm also like, no, because I hate Ramsay and I don't really like you either.
Yeah,
you
like,
know?
I don't want anyone in the... Like, it's like, yeah, it's interesting where it's like, they give us this backstory, and for a second you're like, oh.
You're like, oh,
But then you're like, no, but...
Like, reassuring Ramsay, and Ramsay's face softens and he's like happy. And for a second you're like, oh, good. But then you're like, no, I hate him.
You
I don't
hate
want him
this
to be
guy,
happy.
yeah.
Like, so I don't know where to put that.
I mean, but it makes
did jot
sense
it
why
down.
the baby was born fucked up. I mean, the circumstances surrounding the procedure, as Bruce calls it, was definitely fucked up.
Yeah, he was not born of two people that loved or even liked each other. It was...
There was hate in it.
It was violence
Yeah.
and assault, and that's what you were born from. So, like, I mean, yeah, like,
Of
he's
course
fucked
you
up.
are the way you are,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, man. All right, we're halfway through season 5. Things have been, getting a little crazy.
Getting a little crazy.
I remember last season you were like, season 4, everything's great.
Loving.
And now this one you're like, my heart is being ripped out once again.
I mean, I knew that was going to happen. There's no way that, like,
4
the
and
next
5
4
could be-
seasons are going to be, like, chill.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
it's like every other kind of, so.
I know. But they knew that season 3 was a lot, and they needed to do some penance for that. So...
And in their world, they've done it, and now they're starting
now
from
we're
square one.
back to it.
Back to square one.
Enjoy.
So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction. If you have, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date. We have 5 more episodes of season 5. And then, holy shit, we will be moving on even further down this journey. Was telling Addie, I think last night, like, we're going to be like lost puppies when this show ends. We're going to be like...
We're going to not know what to do with ourselves.
Our world is our oyster. Like, we're going to be like, where do we go from here? Like, there's so many places to go.
So many options.
So many options, so little time. Do you have any final thoughts?
No.
I wish I could cheers you right now, but you kind of fucked that one up for us.
Well, provide me more wine.
We will go do that. We're going to do a wine break, and then we're going to do episodes 6 and 7. So we hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one.